Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Everton. We are now on October the 18th and we've kind of done some good. I'm not quite sure how we've done some good, you can probably see the results in the top right hand corner. So we are technically unbeaten in the last 7 competitive matches, 5 of them being in the league. There were quite a few draws obviously in there. We started off in between episodes with a 1-1 draw against Watford. Alex Iwobi once again getting on the score sheet, this time saving us in the 82nd minute. Against a very, very weak Arsenal side. They played basically a second string. We drew 1-1 after normal time and then we win our penalty shootout basically thanks to Jonas Lossell. Saves, I think 3 of their penalties, maybe 2 of their penalties and one of them went wide. And then I got fed up of drawing, and I changed from playing I think I was playing a tiki-taka or maybe a gegenpress to wing play. The same formation, so the 4-3-2-1 or whatever it is with the wingers and the defence midfielder. So we won 4-1. I'm not sure what happened here. Richarlison with a brace, Joseph Martinez also scoring, Bernard coming off the bench to score an 89th minute goal as well. Willian did score one late on for them, but it was too little too late for Chelsea. We picked up a very good 3 points. And then up against Brighton, a 2-0 victory here. Yerry Mina scoring his first goal for the club. I say for the club, I don't know, was he here last season? Not sure. And Lewis Dunk scoring a wonderful header. It's a shame it was into his own net. It means league table wise, we are currently sat 7th place, which I'm okay with. I'm quite happy with 7th place for the moment. We are going to be up against Spurs today, who are underperforming, much like real life down, currently in 10th place. So a victory for them could see us leap ahead of us. A victory for us could potentially move us into a Champions League spot. So here we go then, we are the evening kickoff at Goodison Park. Tottenham have now dropped down to 11th place. We are in 8th place because other matches have gone on around us. Burnley losing 2-0 to Southampton, which is interesting to me, but only me. Manchester City beating Sheffield United 5-0, putting them clear at the top of the table. I guess Manchester United losing 1-0 to Liverpool at Old Trafford also quite a big talking point. So yeah, this is basically what we've been playing for the last 2 games where we've won comfortably against Chelsea and beat Brighton. This is what we were playing. It's basically the same thing, we've just gone to wing play. I haven't changed anyone's positions or anything like that as far as I can tell, but yeah, this is what we're going with. Seems to work well. The starting lineup we're going to go for, in goal will be Jordan Pickford. Seamus Coleman will be coming in as the right back because Djibril Sidibe is currently out suspended because of 5 yellow cards, I think it is. Yerry Mina and Michael Keane as the 2 central defenders and Lucas Digne as the left back. Morgan Schneiderlin, Andre Gomez and Gylfi Sigurdsson as the triangle in the middle. Iwobi as the winger on the right hand side. Richarlison as the winger on the left. And Joseph Martinez as the striker. Now, this is not going to be an easy game. Spurs are obviously very good. They do have Harry Kane, who, if you're ever playing as Manchester United, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, you normally try and buy him, I think, is normally how it happens, because Spurs are quite happy to let him go. Also, the current Tottenham manager, I believe, is Pochettino, because I haven't actually downloaded an update to make Mourinho in charge. Well, this is going to be a very quick episode if it keeps going this way. We're 25 minutes in, not a single highlight so far. Spurs having 75% possession in the first half an hour. Still nothing at all. We're almost at half time. Richarlison's on a 6.1. The first highlight is finally here with 45 seconds left to play. Richarlison with the ball to Schneiderlin over the top. Joseph Martinez is there. On the volley, he hits it wide. And at half-time, that is the only chance of the game that is apparently worth any note that we actually decided to have a look at it. We are being battered by Tottenham, but they're not doing anything with the ball. Despite the fact that Richarlison is just doing goddamn awful, and so is Sigurdsson, I'm keeping them on for now. I've given them an angry team talk, try and fire them up. Seems to be working a little bit. They're going up. Nope, they're back down to a 6.2 again. It's going to be 0-0. It's going to be 0-0 with no highlights. Right, Richarlison, you're coming off. 6.1. Bernard is going to come on. Martinez off as well for Moise Keane. Defensively, we are doing the business. It's the middle of the pitch and the strikers that are struggling. So all 3 subs then. Martinez, Richarlison and Sigurdsson off. Davies, Bernard and Moise Keane coming on. We've still got 20 minutes to play. We're not going to see any highlights. We're actually not going to see any highlights, are we? It's just going to go all the way through to the full-time whistle. And yeah, this is going to be a very short episode. Well, I guess on paper a 0-0 draw is pretty good. In terms of entertainment value, a 0-0 draw, pretty dull. Richarlison got a 6.5. Well, at least we're going to save some money. Sympathise, you didn't do anything. You're coming in for training tomorrow, and I want to give you a proper angry shout. You were abysmal. You look fired up. Good. Well, we do maintain our 6-game unbeaten run now in the league, which actually is 8 in all competitions. But, I mean, we've moved up to 6th. There's still Leicester and a few other teams who are ahead of us still to play. But I mean, that was just awful. Richarlison, where are you? Am I allowed to do a fine? Is that still a thing? Warn player? I don't think you can do fines anymore. Because you need to actually... Am I missing something here? Because normally you can fine someone for bad performance. We're just going to have to give them a warning, I guess. An assertive warning. You were awful. If you keep making the same mistakes, I'm going to have to consider dropping you. He made 11 mistakes. So perhaps you should look at your tactics. You made 11 mistakes, Richarlison. Right, you've made a decision for me. You're getting dropped for the next match. Well, we're going to go forward for another few days until the rest of the matches have been played for this match weekend. And then maybe we'll have another episode later on today because this one, pretty quick. 9 games have now been played then in the league. We are finding ourselves currently in a Europa League spot. 14 points joint with West Ham and Leicester. There is a big chasing pack though. Liverpool, Villa, Watford, Spurs, Norwich all just 1 or 2 points behind us. Then a bit of a gap down to 14th with Southampton and Bournemouth in 15th. It's looking like we are going to be finishing mid-table at worst currently. Well, as this episode is potentially going to be fairly short, we can do a little bit of admin stuff, can't we? So, Club Vision, let's have a quick look at how well we are doing so far. Entertaining football, very pleased. That is good to know. Build a new stadium. I mean, we can't do anything about this. This is not us. So I don't understand why that even is there for us. Work within wage budget, we're on course, which is good. Top half, pleased. We haven't got to the FA Cup yet, and obviously they are pleased that we've made it to the 4th round. I think we're in the 5th round now, maybe. Match performances, however, they're saying B-, because a B against West Ham, apparently, I don't know why that was a B. An A+, obviously, against Chelsea, because that performance was just ridiculous. And then some C+ gives us a B-. I'm not quite sure. Transfer activity, they love the fact, obviously, still Vavro and Contral, still the fans love Martinez. The board starting to get more disappointed with Joseph Martinez. Okay, interestingly, tactics, possession, unhappy that there hasn't been a lot of quality passing on display. So we clearly can't pass the ball. I don't know whether that's our players' fault, the tactics' fault or anything like that, but clearly we are misplacing a lot of passes, so maybe that's something I need to have a little look at and maybe try and tweak something. Well, as this episode is going to be very short, probably well under 10 minutes, we are going to have another episode later on today, and it's going to be the match-up against Leicester. And if that's a 0-0 draw, I'm not going to be happy. I'm really not going to be happy. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I'll be back later on today with an away match up against Leicester in the Premier League. And maybe we can extend our unbeaten run with a victory.